What's up, everybody? So last night I went to the Liberation Tour. I sure did. I sure fucking did. And I knew I was gonna end up there. Because, you know, I love the Liberation album. And when it came out, I was like, if she goes on tour with this, which she might plan one, but I'm, you know, really questioning whether she's actually gonna go through with it. Because we all know Christina and touring does not go hand in hand. But she went through with it. So, bitch, let me tell you, I was in the second row. You know what? Let me give that whole story. Like, we're gonna be real honest about how those tickets went down. We're gonna be really honest, and we're not gonna be shady. We're just gonna say what exactly happened. And so, you know, a few weeks ago, me and my friend Christian Craven, follow him on Instagram, follow him on YouTube, sis. We were planning on going. So we looked at the prices like a couple weeks ago, and it was $20 for third mezzanine Radio City Music Hall, like in the back. I was like, okay, that's amazing, sis. Like, we should do it, but let's just wait because maybe we'll get better seats. Maybe the prices will get even lower than, you know, $20 because it just might, bitch, it just might. I'm not going to be shady. I'm just going to say what I feel. So we didn't buy them. We waited. And then so last week they went back up to like $40, $50, $60, $70 for the third mezzanine. And I was like, I'm not paying $80 to be in the back for the Christina concert. I'm so sorry. I'm just, you know, I'm not going to do that for Christina. I don't stand her that hard. Note that in mind because I just want it to be made clear that I was not ready to spend honestly more than like $40 for Christina. Keep that in mind. Okay. So, you know, yesterday we are looking through the StubHub and I'm seeing the prices are plummeting. They are plummeting down, girl. They started at 10 a.m. yesterday. It was like $50 for third mezzanine. I was like, okay. You know, we're checking in at 12:30 p.m. It was like $45 third mezzanine. I was like, wow. By the time it was like 3 p.m. we were hitting $35, $30. So I was like, let's just keep waiting and waiting and waiting because I feel like we can get orchestra seats, like in the pit, like near the stage. And sis, let me tell you, we bought those tickets at 5:30 p.m. and we were, you know, right in front of the stage there's 2 rows that is like in a little pit, like kind of like a VIP section, and then the other seats start. So you had the 2 VIP section seat rows, and then you had the rest of the seats. We were the second row in the rest of the seats. So we were like 4th row, but really we were right next to the stage. So it really was like, it just felt like we were front row, you know what I mean? So we had an amazing, spectacular view for $50, bitch. $50. We got the second row. Could you believe? Can you believe? Because they were going for like $200, $300. When we checked StubHub again, when the show was starting, you know, the third mezzanine seats were going for $9, $10, and, you know, that was very sad. That was very sad. And, you know, the rest of the seats in the orchestra were going still for like $200, and some were going for like $40. I don't know who thought that they were going to get away with $200 when people weren't buying them for $40, you know what I mean? But I say all of that to say that she did not deserve that floppage. But you know what? First of all, those people bought the seats. So you know what? At the end of the day, she got her coin. She got her coin because those people bought those tickets and trying to scalp them, and they lost. They lost in the end, but Christina won because she got those coins anyway. But the whole point is, she did not deserve any of that because when I tell you, she fucking slayed that stage in a way that I did not expect. I did not expect this. No, I didn't. I was expecting, first of all, a stripped-down, intimate tour. She was going to give us a stool, a water bottle, and, you know, some acoustic versions of all Liberation tracks and her greatest hits, reggae version. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that. Sitting on her stool, maybe giving you a few snaps. And, you know, one big stage light, very high school auditorium. But you know what she gave us instead? Is she gave us production. She gave us, like, 8 costume changes. Christina Aguilera gave us 8 costume changes. And you know what? I don't want to act like I'm surprised because Christina is typically visually amazing. But, like, she hasn't been on tour in forever. Her budget's probably so low. You know, the tickets were cheap. So, like, you're assuming that she wasn't going to give her all. And somebody fucking lied. Somebody told a lie because the way she came out on that stage, first of all, vocally, incredible. It was effortless. It was just amazing. The way she was just singing, there was no crackage, there was none of that shouting, none of that grunting and growling that, like, you know, she wasn't serving me Lotus era. She was not serving me Bionic era. She was serving me literally everything that I never heard her voice sound so effortless since, like, I would say since the early days, but even in the early days, sometimes she would just, like, go a little off, like, trying to prove a point. But on last night, she would prove her points very subtle, you know, very just, girl, giving you angelic, giving you notes that were being hit perfectly. Ain't no other man should give you the hey, but like it was so good sounding. I was never irritated. I was like, wow, this bitch is serving me a vocal. So Christina Aguilera is back vocally. I'm sorry, there's nothing else that we can say, and I have to apologize to XTINA and the fighters and all of us, because I lied, and I really, if I was to be able to go again to the Liberation Tour, I would pay $60 to be in the third mezzanine, honestly. Even though, yeah, I paid $50 and I got second row, what I mean to say is she is worth it. She is so worth paying, like, you know, $100 for nosebleeds. Honestly, that's what I truly believe. I went from thinking I should only be paying $20 for a Christina tour to thinking, girl, this bitch deserves more money because she puts on such a show. So vocally, amazing. That's first of all. Second of all, the production, like I said. You can tell that, you know, we know that she doesn't have a big budget, but like, what she did, it wasn't that it was such a, you know, a big production. It was more like, it was very creatively done, like, giving you, like, all she had was, let's say for Deserve, she did the song Deserve and she did Accelerate, which, oh my god, those songs went off. But she had like a dinner table type of setting, and like they were doing like with the what do you call that, a chalet, I think? It's like that big wine glass kind of, and they were like royalty, and it was like, all it really was nice costumes, a fucking dinner table, some gold plates, and a fucking chalet. You know what I mean? That's all it was, but it was done so nicely, and it looked so gorgeous, and it was so creative, and it was so original. It was so thematic. It was like a visual movie that's what I'm happy about. Do you know what I mean? What she's showing us is that you don't need to be spending so much. You don't need to have so much going on. All you need to do is just give us a little story, give us a little visuals, give us something creative to look at. You know what I mean? And she plays a great actress. She's such a great actress. Like, for each song, she really fits the performance. So for Deserve, she's giving you that royal, you know, the hand, all that, and then she's giving you Lady Marmalade. She's not royal anymore. She's very sassy, kind of classy, a little dirty, a little skanky, all that mixed together, but giving you very Moulin Rouge. You know what I mean? Like, every different song, she gave you a brand new persona. She gave you a brand new costume. She gave you a brand new, you know, LED screen background. There was just so much going on. The instrumentations, everything. I mean, literally top to bottom, I just have no complaints. There are zero complaints that I can give you from Christina Aguilera. Because what we want from her, number one, is her vocal, and she gave that, 100%. And then I asked for some production, and she gave production. Can you believe? And all these costumes? I mean, if you can go see Christina, I really commend that you go do that immediately. Go on your local StubHub and go see her immediately. And wait till the last second, because those prices are going to be plummeting down, girl, and you can get some good-ass seats. Also, can we also talk about the fact that Bill Clinton and Hillary fucking Clinton walked in? First of all, if you want to see, I have a bunch of videos I posted on my Instagram. I posted on my story, but I also did a post, so you can go look. 50, FAYIK, number 0, Instagram. Look at my post, girl. We got a bunch of Christina Aguilera front row seat visuals, and we got a video of Bill Clinton, me. You know, we have the selfie of me, and you have me zooming in onto Bill Clinton, who is sitting behind me. Not directly behind me, but like a few rows back went Miss Hillary. And let me tell you, Bill I think he was enjoying it. He was serving you very this. And also very this. So, you know, he was serving typical Bill. High, lost, confused, dazed. Hillary was also serving very... And then she would stand up here and there. Sorry about that. My storage went out because someone is trying to update my iPhone with, you know, iOS 12. And then that's like 2 gigs. And now I ran out of storage, so I deleted that shit real quick. Anyway, Hillary and Bill, they were standing for beautiful... That's all I really saw. I wasn't trying to look at them too much because I was so enthralled by Christina's performance. Now let's talk about some song choices that she gave. When she came out with that Bionic medley, all of a sudden Elastic Love started and I went off. When I tell you I went off, it was Elastic Love, it was Woohoo, and it was Bionic. Those 3 songs, first of all, they go off live. They go so off. First of all the songs go, like, the way that her songs sound live is so incredible because of her vocal and plus the instruments and everything just sounded amazing. But the way Bionic went off was like something shocking to me. It was just so good. And she was serving you some choreography here and there, so I was very happy about that. What I was missing was only Candyman. Honestly, that's the only song that I really needed to be live, and I didn't get to hear that. I think what she should have done, instead of just doing Ain't No Other Man full, was do like a back to basic medley, like Ain't No Other Man / Candyman, you know, jazz, horns, 50s combo medley. You know, that would have been really fun. But it's okay, because she gave us everything else that we needed. She also gave us Let There Be Love as the encore, which was not my tea, because Lotus... Okay, first of all, she hates Lotus, obviously, because she didn't do any other Lotus song. She completely paid it dust. She said, okay, no, we're not doing any Lotus, because Lotus was a disaster, and I'm so glad that she knew. But she did Let There Be Love, and that was actually kind of fun live, too. Because it came on, and, you know, that good old 2008... trashy electro beat came on, very dated, but then it went into more instruments and the band playing, and it was very bass heavy, and it was very fun. We were all jumping up and down. People were really loving that one. She also did Unless I'm With You, which is fucking gorgeous live, so amazing, so beautiful. Again, if you went to see the tour, she does like a little marriage scene. It's so gorgeous. Again, just little touches like that makes it so much fun. I swear to you, now that I'm thinking about it, she really had like 9 costumes, which is so nice. Like, she kept getting off the stage after every other song because she kept changing costumes, which is so entertaining for the audience members, you know, to see these things. So I just have to, like, all I have are compliments. I really just don't have any bad things to say about Miss Christina. If anything, I have exaggerations to say, because I feel like everyone should go watch her. Now, Unless I'm With You, she had 2 people come and propose on stage, which was so cute. It was 2 gays, and one of them was from Brazil, which I was dying on the floor, because you know that he was sitting on Twitter since 2006 saying, come to Brazil, and when he realized that nobody was coming to Brazil, he flew his ass to America, and not only did he do that, but he got his money's worth by proposing on stage, and I said, yes, you know. And then they escorted him off after he proposed, and she was still singing, and then she was like, girl, do they want to stay on stage, though? Let them stay on stage. But I guess it was too late, because they were whisked away. But yeah, it was really cute. If I had to say one critique, it would just be maybe a little more... I wish she gave more eye contact with the audience, maybe? I don't know. Like, I just wanted her to look at me so I could be like, bitch. She did a couple times. Like, I saw her do it, like, with 2 different fans. But, like, bitch, I wanted you to give... Because she's very talkative on the microphone, which I also love, again. Like, I'm just loving everything that she gave. But I do wish she gave more, like, I see you. You know, maybe something like that here and there. Because you're a live vocalist, so you got your microphone on. And I know you can give a few shout-outs here and there. But besides that... That's not even really a complaint. I'm just throwing that out there because it's all that can be said. So song choice is amazing. So happy about a Bionic medley. Bitch, wait. She started singing twice, and it was the first Liberation song she did in a few, you know, in a few minutes. You know, it was a little bit of a while. And bitch, when I tell you Twice started, and somebody in the background, in the back second mezzanine, yelled, Bionic! I said, who is looking for the Bionic tour? Bitch, that was canceled, and she gave us a 3-song medley, so calm down. You know what I mean? But yo, I swear, we should have had a Bionic tour, because the way that those songs went off was crazy. And the Liberation songs were gorgeous. She did most of the she kind of did almost the whole album, except for Right Moves, Like I Do, and, bitch, I don't fucking know. I don't know, but those are my 2 favorite songs, and she didn't do them, and I'm pissed. And Pipe. Those 3 songs, the 3 sexual, most urban, most Christina type songs, she didn't do. But she had Right Moves on like an interlude video, so I took that and accepted that. But I do wish that maybe she did Right Moves Like I Do Pipe 3-way medley. Like, you know, slice them up. And she also did like all the big hits from the first album, Come On Over Baby, What a Girl Wants, Genie in a Bottle, and she cut those up, medley, 50 seconds each. That's the way to do it. Give us a slice of everything. When you have such a big, you know, so many hits and so many album tracks that you haven't done because you haven't been on tour in so long, splice them up. And that's what she did. So how can you really complain? I don't know how... Tell me, if you're a Christina stan, how do you feel about this tour? Because me not being a huge stan like that, I was extremely impressed and extremely, you know, expectations exceeded to the maximum. But how do the stans feel? Let me know. Yeah, so follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, you know, subscribe for some more, and write down in the comments if you went to the tour, if you're going to the tour, you know, any opinions and thoughts about all of that. So, thanks for watching.